repulsive lies that these people have been telling for years and getting away with it. Getting away with it because a lot of people haven't got the balls to take to court and go to court with them. But we haven't taken anyone to court. They've took us to court, but we have the right to respond to what's been said. But we've only had this for 2 weeks. We've had 2 weeks, but remember to get all the evidence together. But there's nothing there. The other day they said there's still nothing to charge you with. But this maniac keeps. I put another video up yesterday on the info. He's getting charged in the next 2 weeks. Just the same repetitive shit every week. I'm telling you now, I'm from the fuck all wrong. I've never sent any malicious communications to anyone or threatened anyone apart from that one thing when I was fucking really angry and if my house had been fucking set alight. My wife was petrified, nearly was killed by a brick and she was threatened to be raped. What normal person would sit there and let your wife fucking get bullied like that? So shout out, don't if you say somebody's bullying your children or something. Any woman or man or kid or anyone who was looking after their uncle would look out for the nephew or the niece. And any person, even if you had a dog, somebody bullying your dog, you'd stand up for them. That's all I did, stand up. There's a thing in this country called the freedom of speech. I stood up for that. There's another thing in this country, an Englishman owns his castle, even though I'm from Scotland. An Englishman owns his castle and he has he has the right to defend it to the best of his ability to stop any violence or whatever coming through his door. And that's what I said. I will fight violence with fire and violence with violence. I never said, I'm going to kill you and come to your house and do you in. But you said that, said person, didn't you? To a dog walking in the fucking street threatening to kill him. Why does he never ever get arrested? Why does nothing happen to him? If you want to get me charged in home house, put me in home house, I don't give a fuck. I really don't give a fuck. You have to make me stronger, more powerful. They'll laugh at you, the judges will laugh at him. They'll laugh at him. You want to remand a man in a wheelchair, fucking oral morphine, they're saying, that thing there. What else have you got on me? Nothing. There's no remand, it's all cack, I'm not an idiot. You need hardcore evidence to get somebody remanded. You need something concrete, not fucking he said, he said, like they do. No fucking evidence whatsoever. Well, he told me, he said, that's not evidence. And fucking these multiple personality disorders coming out of him everywhere. 1 week he's fucking saying one thing and 2 weeks later it's depression. I mean, look what he did to me in London, that talk was terrible, really bad. Any jury sees that and going, oh, fucking, that's foul. 67 on 29, like how we guys are. I'm sure you can push the like buttons. The old tax man on April Fool's Day. The stupid fake author. Where are we? How time is it now? Nearly 8 o'clock, so 4 hours I've got to go for the remember the hook? It was like that. So told everyone he's going to get me charged. There's the warrants are out for me. They're coming for 2 to 3 weeks. They're going to arrest me. I'm going to be getting remanded to home house. I'm not getting out. I'm getting the biggest jail sentence. The judge just told me as well, he said, which the cop went, it's getting worse this. What do you mean, the judge? I said, I know shit, you know shit, but he's telling people out there, so it makes trying to blacken my name. He said, well, you're not allowed to do that in the court case. I said, exactly. So he's gone out there and said, the judge has phoned me last night, which was about 2 in the morning, he said. And he said, this is the Crown Court judge phone. Oh, you're a fucking shit. Crown Court judges, never said Crown Court judge, but he meant that. The judge just phoned me last night and said, in this case, it's the worst case we've ever seen. We're going to make sure Cockerill gets 20 to 25 years. What for malicious communication, you fucking balloon? The fucking shit you come out with. You only get that for murder, you fucking crank. What a divvy. So I'm getting 25 years, then 3 days later, I'm getting done for sexually abusing an 87-year-old woman 30 odd years ago, or 80, 100. That means she's 120-year-old. I thought, what are you going on about, you fucking idiot? Just all made up again. Then it was I'm getting done for taking the knife to his house and threatening his wife for the knife and threatening his son. So I'm getting done for a minor. The cop said there's no minor in the statements. There's no mention of any kids in the statements. There's no mention of abuse of any woman. There's no mention of any sexual assault or anything. It's all made up. I said exactly that with that police. But you've got him saying all this. Send that to me. He said this is a game changer now. Game changer. But promise me you won't say that name. You won't. I said I promise you. Honestly, God, on my wife's life I won't say it. I might slip up with one name. I'll just shot Cockerill on the end if I do. That's my brother's name, but yeah, I promised the officer. He seemed a nice bloke, you know, but be a message after you got WhatsApp. So he said all these daft things, but the thing what he's doing is he's only because he's been doing them all for fake accounts. Which I said, can I just say to you, I haven't got a fucking clue how to make a real account and I'm in a fake, so that's right. The ones when he's I said I'm phoning him. I haven't got his number for over 3 years, I think it is. I haven't got his number because I thought to myself, I'm going to end up phoning him, so you've got my phone with his number in. So the new phone I've got, it's not got his number on. So I haven't phoned him. I said, you can check my phone, which they have done. 3 phones and 4 devices. He said, we haven't found anything, Brian. There's no CPS involved or anything at the moment. It might be in 2 or 3 weeks' time, he said. But as of today, there's no warrants out for you. There's no arrests. There's no judges contacting him. There's no police contacting him. And there's no certainly no room in here where he's coming in here every day and liaising with the office from the Cleveland Police Force. And there's no such thing as ex-police officers. That's all there is with him. I said, he's been seen on camera, he's been seen talking to the police. He said, have you got that as well? I said, yeah, I've got him talking to the police, which was Ray Morton, who was involved in the Lee Duffy murder. I said, then he's with another cop called Ray Morton, called Eugene Tate. What, 2 ex-police officers, inspectors? And I said, yeah, I think he was chief inspector of the murder squad. One was the detective sergeant, I think he was, of the drug squad. Then police officers tried to nick me in the past. Surely that's a conflict of interest. He said, well, send me this stuff, let me look at this. So I think he was really shocked when I said this. I said, then he goes on, I can prove to you, he goes on a show called The Sean Atwood Show, where he sat with a copper talking. And he said, all my colleagues have went, oh yeah, good about that. But the thing is, officer, the Duffy family, Brenda, the dad, the mum, his sisters, his daughters, his nieces, cousins, all them are still alive. His mum's gone now with his dad. And Carl Edwards, God bless their children, haven't listened to shit. What he's telling, the police officers probably told him 1, 2, 3, knowing him, he's come up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. They've made it exponentially fucking embellishing everything, but making it bad for the Lee Duffy family. I said, how can that happen? He said, well, send me all the stuff you've got. He said, if you've got what you've got, I don't think it's going to go to court. I said, fucking brilliant. I said, I will never lie to you, because I'm not a fool. Because if I tell you something that's a lie, you're going to think he's a liar. Once you do a lie, you finish. You look like an idiot. You're always best telling the truth. But if you go to court and you've been involved with a crime and you've done it, unless you've got proof you're somewhere else, don't make a statement. Coppers, when they get caught, barristers, solicitors, lawyers, MPs, anyone with a brain, you have the right to silence. Silence is golden. You won't say nothing till you get a solicitor there. So what they do is, like I say, they get like people who snitches on council estates as kids. Now we know this fucker's been doing this for 20 years now. So we didn't know all this. It's all come out from all the states. He's been doing it for over 2 decades, harassing people, getting people jailed, and he keeps getting off every time. He's in the middle, say with 5, 6 people, 4 or 5 people go to jail, and he gets off. Goes to another town, he's in the middle, 5, 6 people, 4 or 5, 6 people, 4 or 5 people go to jail every time. Every time he's with these certain people, contact me from all over the place. He's chased up every single council estate in Teesside. He can't come into Teesside. He's completely bagged out of Teesside. And that's obviously what he's been doing. Obviously people they've seen and thought, fuck this, he's not doing that to such and such, I'm not having this. And there's that many people contacting me. I'm not joking. They're talking hundreds and hundreds from all over the fucking world contacting me to sort them out. People owe me favours from the old school, top fighters and stuff, and lads from Manchester was in jail, and lads from Liverpool. I went, no guys, I said, listen, let him go to the place, because I know I've done nothing wrong. I'll go to court, stand up in court, and I'll do my trial myself with my barrister. And I'll win the court case. I've done nothing wrong. All I said was that one thing, and they've charged me for harassing, they said, and threats to kill. I said, how can it be threats to kill? I said, if you come. He never comes, so therefore I admitted it on the day. I said, I'm not going to lie and say I never said it, but I did say it. I said, if it was a warning to try and scare him that they're coming, it obviously happened. So I did that. Well, what about the ones when he's going, I got my mate 20 times to phone you. I've got another one, I got my mate 15 times to phone you, wouldn't phone him, would you, because you were too scared hiding in your wheelchair. Then he gets another one, I got my mate 13 to 35 times to phone you in 2 months, and every time you wouldn't answer the phone, you coward, you dead, they fight him. I got my, never him, so somebody else is getting. So we've got, I think she's got something like, I think it's close to the 2,000 threats to have me beaten up by different people. If that's not harassment, I don't know what the fuck is. I've never once said to him, I'll get someone to beat you up. I've never once threatened to burn his house down. I've never once threatened to beat his wife up. I've never once been in his house with a knife. I've been in the house most of the time totally. On that night when his windows went through, I said to people, whoever's doing this, please don't do it, because it's going to get me in trouble. And then police never even put my house for it. They knew it wasn't me. I was on a live. I was in here, well, one of them, and I was in there and the other one when he got his house smashed twice. Nothing to do with it, nothing. And the police have got me phones, my answer there, I found it. So they've got nothing. He said, as we talk now, he said the other day, it was a week ago roughly coming up, he said, or maybe less than a week, he said, as of today, we haven't got anything. He said the CPS wanted, but we haven't got that. Not his words, I think he meant we haven't got enough to give them for a conviction. He said, but it could be got in the next 2 or 3 weeks. He said, but if you've got this is a game changer. Which if you've got what you've just told me today, I would look at that and I would do my damnedest. He said to be fair, partial, down the middle. I went, that's all I want. A fair cut. You'll get that with me. I said, well, I trust you. I trust you. I promise you now, I won't mention his name. But you can say what you want. Obviously, I don't say his name, so I can still talk about the so-called person. I don't mention his name because that was the. He asked me to do it. You know, like, did it nasty. He said, I don't want to have to arrest you for malicious communication and get you remanded. I said, there's no way I'm going. There's no way somebody can get remanded for fucking malicious communication. Not in a million years. Like, nothing's been done on our side. If he said, oh, he phoned me, the cop said he phoned me every day and he's telling me this, that, and the other. Well, you're obviously answering the phone every day. I don't get that response. I phone up and I go, oh, there's nobody out at the minute. It's still under investigation, puts the phone down. It's under investigation, puts the phone down. I don't get to go on the phone apart from yesterday. It was the first time in 14 months. That's the first time I've got to talk to someone involved in the case in 14 months. Fucking disgusting. That's not right. That's not partial. He's phoned them every day, and the other one said the same to Maria's hand up hand when I was doing the case with Maria. The cop was liaison Maria. She said, oh, I feel like I'm in a ping pong. I don't know if she went ping pong ball. Or he said it's the both of them are on the phone every day, 7 days a week, 7 nights a week phones. She said, I feel like I'm on like a ping pong ball on the table, I think she went. Or a ping pong ball with a machine, she said, every single day, phone. Evening house things, mate. Yeah, okay, mate. Now the truth is going to come out, and we've got the evidence. Like say, I honestly think the same person will end up going to section of the Mental Health Act. I really think that's the best thing for them in this case, because the things they're saying, the things they're putting up, and the things they're doing, and saying they're going to do, is not in the realms of like what we think. It's like demon type stuff, demonic stuff, pure evil stuff. So it's not in the realms of like a human being. You know, fight you, I'll knock you out and things like that. You don't mind that, but when they're saying, oh, who should be going first, Eli or the dog? Eli or Brian or Emma? Or let's go on, I'll tell you what we'll do, we'll put a vote up. So we cut Eli's dead legs off so he can't run away with Mum. Or should we do Brian because he's in a wheelchair? Them texts, we've got all them and all that's great. He said to me, the copy, I said, I've got them all, got everything. He said, well, this is, if you've got all that stuff, the way he started, he says, if you give me all that over the weekend, I'll digest it. He said, if you've got what you said, he said, there might not go court. In other words, I know what we've got. She's got nearly 50. She's got 12,000 malicious communications, and I think about 2,000 videos in 4 years, all because we asked for invoices. That's all we asked for, nothing. But like I say, I've never asked anyone to beat him up. I've never phoned him off a phone. I've never texted him off a phone. I've only texted on the YouTube or talked on here. And I've never sent any malicious communication to his page. He sent me thousands and offered me out hundreds of times on videos and to send thousands of threats of people going to come to fight me, beat me up. All that there is like a mountain full of stuff. The old days, it'd be like boxes full of paper, and like the FBI, like fucking 200 fucking boxes of papers or something, because there's electronic devices you can do it on now. It's a lot easier. Yeah, I'm up the moon to get a fair crack at it. It's all $50 down the middle for both sides, and then give the evidence to the police. They look at it and then decide what they're going to do. If it goes to the CPS, they look at it. But the last time Maria's went, the police had said it and they thought he had a case against her. When he did the download and took the stuff off, I looked at her. It was awful. It was awful what he was doing. The same things to Maria. When I send people to your house, go and get people in your house now. Go and get people beat you up. Go and get people at the doorstep. Yeah, getting done in. Your kids are getting done in. Get your kids kidnapped, all that shite. Yeah, wasting police time, mate. It is. I mean, the cops could be there, like that cop now said he's working tonight. I appreciate what he's doing because he was decent, you know, he wasn't horrible or anything in any way, shape or form. I'm trying to give you a heads up, I'm trying to help you. He said, so I'm just partial in the middle. I went, well, that's all I want, fair cop. He went, well, that's what you get off me. I said, well, that'll do me. I'll give him my word, I won't mention his name. You can mention, say anything you want, you can talk around it. Just don't mention his name or say anything about him where you can get yourself in trouble. He said, because I said, detrimental to yourself. But if you've got the stuff and Emma's got all the stuff, but it's a different ballgame. Words like it's a different ballgame. I think he said it's a game changer or something like that. If you've got different stuff there, because I've only seen one side, and that's what I find unfair. He said, because we've only seen one side. When we see the other side, it's going to be a different. I said, exactly. I always say to people, look, do you want this money? Because there's two sides of a coin. You flip a coin, there's a heads or tails. So they tell you the head side, and then you go to the other person, and the tail side comes with the truth. So you've got to investigate and go for debts and things. half the